One problem with the Agile methodology is that there doesn't seem to be any hard technical definition of a story point. If you go into the world of use cases, you do find a hard definition of a use case point, which is a round trip. For example, if you sit down at a browser and type in a search term and then press enter and have search results come back to you, then that is a round trip. Or if you go into the world of function points, a function point is a data movement. There doesn't seem to be anything like that in terms of story points, so they can mean anything, and that means it's something that is easy to abuse. So here's something that may be useful in the Agile world, which is to define a form of hard story point. The idea is that when you have a user story to implement, you sit down and write out all the steps needed to execute that user story, and then you count the steps, and for each 5 steps, you give it a story point. Now, that doesn't necessarily tell you how many hours it will take to do the work, but you could use old story points to try to get some kind of estimate of that, or you can just say, let's do this empirically, which is, we will do this case, and we will say, if it had 5 points, and it took 5 hours to do, then it was 1 hour per point. Given that bad estimates are a common point of friction between IT and the business, developing better ways to estimate the hours it takes is definitely in the interest of the IT group. The way you close the loop on this is that you take your estimated time and you record data until you know what your actual time is. You compute your variance, and then you use this variance to adjust your estimates the next time through the loop. And you should be able to get this down to a pretty small number over time.